Hey, I wanted to ask you a little bit about Bryan Danielson. He's come out and made a public statement that I thought was pretty interesting and something that I really appreciate. This is kind of neat. I want to get your take on it. Here's what he said. He said, "My neck is wrecked, so it's not no chance, but it's risk versus reward at this point, right? So I want to be able to live comfortably with my wife and kids. One of the things our society has a real problem with is realizing when enough is enough. And I'm very satisfied with my career, and I think enough is enough." I thought that was fantastic, dude. What a great perspective. Because he's right. A lot of people don't know when to say enough is enough. And I know we've all got our opinions about wrestling retirements. Never has he ever said that's the last match he'll ever win or wrestle, but it does feel like he's saying that's probably the end of me being a full time wrestler. And full time now means something different than it did 5 years ago or even 15 years ago. But I love that perspective. Hey, I'm very satisfied with my career and enough is enough. What do you
Well,
think?
well, he's first of all, he's a great family man. A couple of wonderful kids, and Bree is a good person. I've met her a couple of times. He, what is going on with him is the fact that if he says one more time, and what if that one more time something goes wrong,
Yeah.
and then he can't live out his final years the way he wants to with his family, and that's what you risk all the time. And he always had a great head on his shoulders. It's one of the reasons why I've called him the greatest wrestler of all time. Not only that, because he's mature phenomenal, just because he's just so smart. He really is. And uh, he's still an advisor with us. We still see him now and then. And he still lends a hand on the creative side. Uh, I think I think he would be a phenomenal booker. Tony Khan is our booker, and Tony takes a lot of advice from him. But I think, given the reins by himself of a company, I think he would be a phenomenal booker. I just think he knows what works and what doesn't. So I think he's still got that. He's still got the brain, right? And the body is had enough, man. After every match, I would go to him and say, "Are you okay?" He go, "Yeah, do like that." But I know that he's hurting. I know that he's hurting. And every time he wrestles, I just think, God bless. I hope it's not the last time. I think he realizes that he can't take the chance. He wants to see his kids grow up. So why take the chance, right? I mean, he's been in this business for quite a while. He's made plenty of money, made a lot of money, and hopefully enough. And his wife's made a lot of money too. Hopefully, they got enough for the family to live on without having to go out and take bumps anymore.
Well, somebody who doesn't have to take bumps anymore, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I don't know if you saw this, but it was reported over the weekend. I guess Logan Paul said it on his podcast that he offered Stone Cold $1 million to wear the Prime bottle down to the ring at WrestleMania, which what a hilarious visual that would have been. Take a look at what Stone Cold might have looked like coming down the ramp in this bottle, Tony.
Mm.
It's fucking hysterical. I totally understand why he turned it down.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just trying to see, hypothetically, if you were offered $1 million to walk down to the ring dressed like a Prime bottle,
Yeah.
what color Prime bottle would you pick?
Me,
Mhm.
green.
Yeah, that's the right color.
Yeah. I mean, I would do it in a minute, but I mean, Stone Cold, one of the baddest asses ever in pro wrestling. To me, that sounds like they wanted to make fun of him.
Well, here's my thing. I think Logan Paul knew he'd say no, but it's
Okay.
like if he says yes, hey, it's great marketing. And if he says no, I'm still going to say I made the offer. So it's still
Okay.
great marketing.
Right.
Tony, I don't know if you saw, but our buddy, friend of the show, Adam Priest, recently won the Deadlock Pro Heavyweight Championship. Did you see that?
I did not. Is Deadlock out of North Carolina?
They are, yeah,
Right.
DPW, and they
Right.
actually just went to Japan. I think the guys are on their way back to the States right now. So one of the more well respected and well most revered independents out there. And Adam Priest is now the heavyweight champion. And he had a little moment that recently made air over the weekend. And I think this was from Japan. And I thought, I got to show that to Tony. So let me show you this clip here.
Okay.
Causing a distraction.
See what that says? That says heavyweight. Weight don't mean shit. I'm 180 to 30 pounds of dick, so fuck y'all.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
180 with 30 pounds of dick.
That's a lot of penis.
Just so you know, when that started to gain some traction online, Cassio posted in the group chat, I'm about to quote tweet it that's bullshit. I've seen it and I can confirm it's not a pound over 25.
Well, you know, if you've got that much, and 25 to me would still be when you get old, it'll just have to kind of lay around with you and do nothing.
What does lay around with you and do nothing mean?
Well, you won't be able to use it. So you might just have it lay around on your leg or something and watch TV with you.
You won't be able to use it.
You won't unless you got to go pee pee.
All right. You ain't got to get hot about it.
You know, okay, you're gonna get old, motherfucker. All you motherfuckers gonna get old. Even Dave Silver's gonna get old.
I don't think Dave Silva's gonna get old.
Yeah. Dave, did you color your beard yet?
Negative.
He's old.
We got a live question here from Bryant. You want to take a stab at his last name?
Yeah, it's Harimza.
Harimza. Yeah. A guy at WrestleCon had a tattoo of the Intercontinental title on his stomach. If either of you could tattoo any title on yourself, which one would it be? If you were going to get a belt tattooed across your waist, Tony, a wrestling title, is it the 10 pounds of gold?
Nah, it's the old Globe, the old NWA Globe belt. Or maybe.
But who held that one? Who are you saying?
Harley Race. Maybe it's the old U.S. title one that Blackjack held. You know, with just the
the shape of the country.
Shape of the country. That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd go with the big gold.
Yeah.
Although even in a tattoo, I'd probably need some extra snaps. Bag Jones says, can Tony wear a giant Diet Mellow Yellow bottle at Starrcast? No, that'd be fun. If we could find an old school Mellow Yellow can for you to walk around Starrcast with, that'd be great.
It'd be a Mellow Yellow Zero is what it would be, not Diet.
Yeah. My apologies. You ain't got to get hot about it.
Yeah.
Dave McClay wants to know, is it required for wrestlers to have a social media account?
No. Not in AEW, I don't think but we wish they wouldn't. There's a lot of them we wish they wouldn't. Oh, you know what social media has done? Oh, just made our jobs difficult.
Well, it's also enlightened us and brought us a lot of comedy. Listen, Tony, I know that, wasn't that long ago. It was Easter. You guys, I assume the grandkids were like hiding eggs and stuff.
They just got Easter baskets, all the grandkids did.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Well, I know when I was a kid, one of my favorite things about going to a magic show is where they would, do the sleight of hand, and they'd do like the scarf routine. And I've got a little clip for you here.
I bought a magician's scarf, which come about 6 feet long, and I tied 2 together, so it was 12 feet all in all. And you'd shove it up your snatch before the show with a little KY, and then at your last song, when you have your G-string off and you're doing your floor work, pull out the scarf, and men are always shocked to see like 12 feet of scarf come up. And you're like giving birth to scarf on stage.
The old man pulling the scarf over and over.
Where do I know that girl from?
You know her?
I recognize the face. I don't know if I know her. I just recognize it,